Do you ever get into a style rut or just get really bored with your wardrobe? I think we all do. I know I have been there, and I have some tips for you today that I think can help you apply to your wardrobe, whether you need to add something to it or just think about something in your closet that you can wear a little bit differently. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing, and remember to love your neighbor and be kind. So something that is very important for the fall and winter season is to learn how to layer. And I think there are a couple items that are a little bit harder to layer than others. So your normal jackets and blazers are pretty easy for us, but when you get into the more trendier things that are cropped or even oversized, it gets a little bit tricky. So I wanted to show you first where I took this turtleneck and I just pulled the hem down because I wanted you to see that something that hangs out about 5 or 6 inches from the cropped vest just did not look good. I think when you have a cropped item on, you have to be careful with those proportions when you are layering. So I think something that is just a couple of inches. So I'll just put the turtleneck in normal position where I would wear it, and I think that looks a lot better. So this is perfect, and something that just hangs out a couple inches works so much better, as you can tell here. And I don't think it matters how tall you are or short you are. I think this is something that just looks better all around. And then for an oversized cardigan, which I have absolutely loved my oversized cardigan, and I wear it a lot really casually around the house with leggings and t-shirts. So if you want to style it to go out and about, I think that you have to think about the things that go underneath it. And so here's an example of a baggier t-shirt and baggier jeans and just some sneakers, and this outfit to me is pretty frumpy, and so I don't think this is a good example. And I was trying to figure out how to create a similar outfit here. So if you want to do something like this, you can see that this one looks a whole lot better, which is just a more fitted t-shirt, and I have tucked it in the front, which gives me better proportions underneath the cardigan. And I probably could have done that with the looser fitting t-shirt, but I don't think it still would have worked. I think something a little bit more fitted to give your body some shape underneath that cardigan is the way that you should go. That's just my personal opinion. And then your bottom should be a little bit slimmer as well. So this just creates a slimmer line and just looks a lot better. And then I swapped out the sneakers for an ankle boot, which I think works a lot better as well. And it puts a little bit of a heel in this outfit, which gives me a little more height, which makes that cardigan look a lot better. But I think that the second outfit is something that is wearable to go outside of my house and be presentable, and it looks a lot more stylish. So I think these are two examples of some trendier pieces that you could wear. And even if your cardigan's not oversized, I think that this outfit with just a regular cardigan is better than the first as well. So one thing that you can think about when you're getting dressed is mixing your styles. So taking your classic, more basic pieces and mixing them with more trendy or even edgy pieces, so you just have a little bit more interest in your outfit. So I have an outfit with a classic cashmere sweater and some classic dark jeans, and instead of putting an ankle boot, which I think is a little bit more classic as well, I decided to put a pair of Mary Janes. I don't think Mary Janes, I guess they could be classic, but right now they're more trendy, and I think it adds a trendier feel to this outfit, and it does update the style a little bit. And so this is a good example of something that would be more classic and trendy. And then you have your more classic and edgy pieces that you can put together. So I did an outfit in a video with a wide leg trouser that's in camel with a moto jacket. I think a moto jacket is a classic piece, but it does have edginess to it. So doing the classic trouser with the edgy jacket, I think really worked and is a lot of fun here. So just think about your pieces, think about opposites in styles that you can put together, and have a little bit more fun with your wardrobe. A very popular way of dressing for the past few seasons has been to wear a monochromatic look, which is wearing the same color from head to toe, or just wearing the same shade of that color. And I love this look. I think it is very expensive looking, but I also love contrast dressing or sandwich dressing, whatever you want to call it, which is wearing the same color on top that's in your shoes and wearing a darker or lighter color in your bottoms. And I love dressing this way more so than my monochromatic looks. And I just think it's a little bit more interesting. And you know, it's another way to think about your wardrobe if you're used to just putting like colors together, and it just creates a little bit more interesting and probably a little bit more forward look that you might notice your clothes a little bit more since you have that contrast. So one thing I started thinking about last year was my coats, and I don't wear a ton of coats that are dress coats. A lot of my coats are casual, but when I started doing my YouTube channel, I just thought there's a lot of people that do have to wear coats, and I think that if you are in an area where you have to wear coats, and you have to look nice when you go places. I think a great rule of thumb is to find a coat that goes with your casual and your dressy items, and it's more of a neutral color that can mix with just about anything in your wardrobe. So the one I chose to do for this video is a gray coat that I got last year, and it's a longer coat, which is very popular right now. So black is something that I wear a lot, and I wear it to dress up a lot, so I thought the gray was a good mix here as opposed to doing a black. And gray is actually very on trend right now, so it's a good option. And I think a camel coat is something that would go with a lot of more neutral items if you have a very neutral wardrobe. But a coat like this also goes really well with casual items, so I wanted to show you this outfit because just throwing it on with a pair of jeans and a sweater also worked really well. So think about a coat that would be versatile, warm enough, and one that looks good with the majority of things in your wardrobe. So a very popular item to add to your wardrobe this fall and winter season would be a dark wash jean. And I mean a really dark wash jean, so a dark rinse, something that doesn't have any fading or whiskering or anything on it. And I actually got a pair last year that I love and I'm still going to continue to wear, but I think this style jean dresses things up really well. And it is something that is on trend. So if you don't have this in your closet, I think it would be a great thing to add. If you're looking for a little bit of an update in some of your outfits, especially if you have a very denim oriented wardrobe, I think this is a perfect addition. And there are a lot of options out there. I'll include some in the description for you if you want to check any out. But I do think this really helps update an outfit. So I'll show you this first outfit with a light wash pair of jeans, and this is fine. I think it looks good, but then you look at this outfit and it's just a little bit more polished and looks a little bit better with the darker pair of jeans, especially if I want it to look a little bit more dressed up. So same exact jean, different washes, and everything else in the outfit is the exact same. And I just think the dark jeans really make a big difference. So definitely think about that if you have not done that yet, because that is a big option. And there's a lot of them out there, and I think it's something that is going to last. So this next one is my favorite style tip because it's actually one that I have used a lot, and that is to add prints to your wardrobe. Here lately, I have just been adding a lot of solids, and I was in desperate need of a print. And I couldn't decide what I wanted because I really didn't want floral. I have florals, and I didn't want stripes. I wanted stripes, which are two really good things to add to your wardrobe because there's things that really never go out of style if you get the right prints. And so I thought, what about polka dot? So polka dot is on trend this season, but it's also something that is very classic. So I wore this for the video because I'm in love with this new blouse, and I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's a good thing to do. If you have a lot of solid pieces, you can really add some versatility by adding a good print that goes with a lot of those other pieces. So think about that and think about what would work for you, and definitely consider adding that if you don't wear a lot of prints. So I know this one is not going to be very popular with everyone, but adding the color red to your wardrobe this season is a very on-trend thing to do, and it will update your style a little bit. If you can wear red, maybe a red sweater or top, something like that, that can just add to your wardrobe and add a little bit of color if you're wearing neutrals most of the time. And I think red goes back really well with ivories and camels and browns and things like that. So, and you can find any shade of red that would work. So my choice of red was to add an ankle boot that has a red bottom to it. I think this is a fun way to add red to your wardrobe, whether you want to do it like this or just in a red shoe that's fully red, or even an accessory like a handbag. So you don't have to buy a clothing item. It can be another item, but adding red is on trend, and it would be another great way to update your style just a little bit. This is a very simple change that I think some people don't think about, and I actually have known people to not like ankle boots. So my tip is to swap out your flats for an ankle boot. So ankle booties are really popular. I think the sock booties are great because they will go with all different kinds of outfits, and the skinnier leg jeans are great with them because they'll fit right underneath that leg opening. But I wanted to show you an outfit with flats that I think is cute. I think the flats are great. They look good with the outfit, but I think to update it a little bit, put on some ankle boots, and I think this looks a lot better. It looks more on season and on trend. Although I know ballet flats are really in right now, I think ankle boots are as well. So I love this option a lot more and think that it looks a little bit more stylish for this season. So since I'm talking about shoes, I wanted to talk about another popular trend, which I think most of us at least have one pair of these in our closet, and that's a pair of knee-high boots. Knee-high boots are really on trend, and actually I love the ones that have the skinny heel. Y'all have seen me put these in a lot of videos, and I love how they look because you can dress them up or you can wear them casually. So I've put them with my midi denim skirts and they look really good, and then I've put them with silk midi skirts and they look really good. And I think they're warm for the season, but they also look good. They update an outfit. So instead of doing tights and a heel, you know, a pump or something, I think a knee-high boot like this is something that is a perfect update for right now. So this is a little bit of a trendier update, but this trend has been going on for a while, and I think it's more popular now than it has ever been, and that is to either add something in faux leather or leather. And I have a pair of faux leather pants that are a straight leg that I have loved pairing with a lot of my sweaters. So if you can find a pair that looks more like your jeans, then I think you're more likely to want to wear them. And I think they look good with ankle boots and sweaters, and then they look good dressed up with bodysuits and heels. And I just think this is a good addition. And if you don't like the bottoms, then you could also do a jacket, like a moto jacket or something, whether it's faux leather or real leather. I don't think it matters, but leather is really big right now, or the look of leather. And I've even seen a lot of them in midi skirts, which I think is really cool. They look like midi denim skirts, but they're actually faux leather, and I think those are fun as well. So an option that you could add that would add some style to your wardrobe would be something like this, and I don't think it's going anywhere. So I think those are pretty easy updates that you could do. Some of them you might already have in your closet, some of them you might think about adding, and there's going to be lots of sales coming up. So I will put links in the description for you. You might see some links from YouTube on the side or on the screen. And if you have any questions, you can also let me know in the comments if there's anything you have a question about. And thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a very fun winter season, and the holidays are coming up. So I did do a holiday video. If you want to check it out on some fun items, I'll link it for you and I'll put it in the description as well. So thank you for watching. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing, and I'll talk to you next time.